How starfish eat without a mouth. Starfish, also known as sea stars, are one of the most mysterious and fascinating creatures in the ocean. With their beautiful five-armed bodies and slow, graceful movements, they seem peaceful, but beneath their calm appearance lies a bizarre and unique way of eating. Unlike most animals, starfish don't have a traditional mouth or teeth to chew food. So, how do they eat? Let's dive into the amazing feeding process of starfish and uncover their secrets. Where is a starfish's mouth? Even though starfish don't have a visible mouth like humans or fish, they do have one. It's just located in an unusual place. White heavy checkmark. A starfish's mouth is on the underside of its body, right in the center. White heavy checkmark. It has no jaws or teeth, making it impossible to chew food. White heavy checkmark. But starfish have a special trick that helps them eat prey much bigger than their tiny mouth. So, if their mouth is so small, how do they eat large creatures like clams and mussels? The starfish's bizarre eating trick. The secret behind a starfish's feeding lies in its stomach, not its mouth. Glowing star starfish have two stomachs. Keycap 1. The cardiac stomach. This can come out of the starfish's body to digest food outside its body. Keycap 2. The pyloric stomach absorbs the nutrients from digested food. This means that starfish don't put food into their mouths. Instead, they send their stomachs out of their body to eat. How starfish eat step by step. Step 1. Finding the food. Magnifying glass tilted left. Starfish don't have eyes like humans, but they have light-sensitive eye spots at the tips of their arms. These help them sense movement and find prey like clams, mussels, and oysters. They use their tube feet, located on the underside of their arms, to crawl across the ocean floor slowly until they reach their food. Step 2. Opening the shell oyster. Since starfish love eating shellfish, they need to open the tough shells before eating the soft meat inside. Flexed bicep. Strong tube feet. Starfish use their powerful tube feet to grip the shell of a clam or mussel. Cyclone steady pulling. They slowly pull the shell open, even if it takes several hours. Direct hit. Never giving up. The prey gets tired and finally opens just a little bit. Even a small opening is enough for the starfish's next move, the ultimate feeding trick. Step 3. The stomach comes out. Exploding head. Once the shell opens a tiny bit, the starfish does something incredible. It pushes its stomach out of its body and into the prey's shell. White heavy checkmark. The cardiac stomach leaves the starfish's body and wraps around the food inside the shell. White heavy checkmark. The stomach releases digestive juices, which break down the prey into liquid mush. White heavy checkmark. The starfish sucks up the liquefied food back into its body. Result? The starfish has eaten the clam without ever putting it in its mouth. Step 4. Pulling the stomach back inside. Cyclone. Once the food is digested, the cardiac stomach shrinks and returns inside the starfish's body. Then, the pyloric stomach absorbs the nutrients, giving the starfish the energy it needs to grow and move. And just like that, the starfish has enjoyed its meal, without ever chewing or swallowing. What do starfish eat? Fork and knife with plate. Starfish are carnivores, meaning they eat other animals. Some of their favorite foods include spiral shell clams, their favorite prey, because it's full of soft meat inside the shell. Oyster mussels and oysters. Starfish pry them open with their tube feet. Snails. Starfish can eat snails by pushing their stomach into the shell. Shrimp. Small crabs and shrimp. Some larger starfish hunt small crustaceans. Microbe. Dead fish and algae. If food is scarce, some starfish eat decaying matter. Each species of starfish has a different diet, but most of them love eating shellfish. How do starfish hunt without a brain? Starfish have no brain, but they still find food, hunt, and eat. How do they do it? White heavy checkmark. Nerve network. Instead of a brain, starfish have a nerve ring that controls movement. White heavy checkmark. Eye spots. They sense light and shadows with tiny eye spots on their arms. White heavy checkmark. Tube feet. These help them move and feel around for food. White heavy checkmark. Chemical sensors. They can smell food in the water using tiny sensors on their skin. Even without a brain, starfish are excellent hunters. The secret superpower of starfish, regeneration. Starfish have another amazing ability. They can regrow lost arms. White medium star. If a starfish loses an arm, it can grow a new one in a few months. White medium star. Some species can reproduce by splitting in half and growing into two starfish. White medium star. A single arm can sometimes grow into a whole new starfish if part of the central body is still attached. This regeneration power helps them survive attacks from predators like fish, crabs, and birds. Fun facts about starfish. Water wave. There are over 2,000 species of starfish in the ocean. Water wave. They have no blood, instead, they use seawater to transport nutrients. Water wave. Some species have more than 5 arms, like the sun star, which has 40 arms. Water wave. A starfish's arms are covered in tiny suction cups that help them move and grab food. Water wave. If a starfish is flipped upside down, it can turn itself back over using its arms. Conclusion. Starfish, the ocean's strangest eaters. Starfish may look peaceful, but they are fierce hunters with a one-of-a-kind feeding strategy. Small blue diamond. Instead of chewing food, they push their stomachs out of their bodies. Small blue diamond. They use powerful tube feet to pry open shells of clams and mussels. Small blue diamond. After digesting food outside their body, they pull their stomach back in. Small blue diamond. They have no brain, but they can still find food and move efficiently. The next time you see a starfish at the beach or in an aquarium, remember, you're looking at one of the most unique and fascinating eaters in the ocean. Water wave. White medium star. Spiral shell.